Throughout the centuries, people have longed for signs of God's presence in their lives, something to remind them that they are not alone in their struggles. One of the most beloved signs in the Catholic faith is the brown scapular, a simple piece of cloth with a profound promise. It symbolizes Mary's protection and guidance for those who wear it with faith. But how did this tradition begin? This is the story of how the scapular became a sign of love, faith, and hope, and how, through it, Mary continues to lead her children to Jesus. Long ago, in the 13th century, lived a monk named Simon Stock. Simon was a man of deep faith, but he carried many burdens in his heart. He belonged to the Carmelite order, a group of monks who had left their homes to follow God's call to a life of prayer and simplicity. Originally, the Carmelites lived in solitude on Mount Carmel in the Holy Land, but political troubles forced them to flee to Europe, where they faced new hardships. Life as a Carmelite in these unfamiliar lands wasn't easy. The order was small, misunderstood, and struggling to survive. Day by day, Simon prayed to the Blessed Virgin Mary. He trusted in her love and begged her to help his fellow monks, who felt lost and discouraged. One night, as Simon knelt alone in his small room, he poured out his heart to her. "Mother Mary, show us your mercy. Guide us, protect us, and help us to serve your Son with all our hearts." As he prayed with all his heart, something extraordinary happened. Mary appeared to him in a vision, holding a brown woolen garment in her hands. She smiled gently and handed it to Simon, saying, "Take this, my beloved son. This is your scapular. Whoever dies wearing it shall not suffer the fires of hell. It will be a sign of my protection and my love." Simon's heart was filled with joy. He knew the simple scapular, two small squares of cloth connected by strings, was not just a piece of fabric. It was a gift from Mary herself, a sign of her care and intercession for anyone who wore it with love and faith. He shared Mary's message with the other monks, and soon the brown scapular became a cherished symbol of devotion to Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Over time, the story of the scapular spread beyond the Carmelites. People from all walks of life, farmers, merchants, and even kings, began to wear it, trusting in Mary's promise of protection. It wasn't just a superstition or lucky charm. Those who wore the scapular understood that it was a reminder to live a holy life, just as Mary had lived, loving God, helping others, and trusting in His mercy. Many saints over the years embraced this tradition. Saint John Paul II, the beloved Pope, wore the scapular every day from the time he was a young boy. Even after becoming Pope, he continued to wear it, trusting in Mary's care. Saint Alphonsus Liguori, a great theologian, encouraged everyone to wear the scapular as a reminder of God's mercy. Saint Therese of Lisieux, the little flower, wore it with great love, knowing that devotion to Mary would bring her closer to Jesus. Though small and simple, the scapular carries a powerful message. Whoever dies wearing this shall not suffer eternal fire, but Mary's promise is not magic. Wearing the scapular means living a life of faith, following Jesus, and trusting in Mary's intercession. It encourages people to pray, do good, and seek forgiveness whenever they stumble. The Church has blessed this devotion, and over the years, many popes have granted special indulgences to those who wear the scapular and strive to live according to Christ's teachings. Pope Pius XII once called it a sign of consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Even now, people all over the world wear the brown scapular as a symbol of their trust in Mary's motherly care. It reminds them to pray every day, to love God and others, and to seek forgiveness whenever they fail. The scapular invites them to walk with Jesus and Mary on the path to heaven. Just like Simon Stock, we too can turn to Mary in difficult times, knowing that she is always near, offering us her protection and love. And when we wear the scapular with faith, we carry a sign that we are never alone. Mary walks with us every step of the way. And so, the scapular is more than just a garment. It is an invitation to grow closer to God, with Mary as our loving guide, leading us safely to her Son, Jesus.